Evening. Let's go over the next chapter. I'm going to start with a recap of the past 10 years and then move on to the new year, 2010. Chapter 45. Reflections from 1999 to 2009, then 2010. It was a whirlwind of a decade, also the past year. Forced her to think about how things would have gone differently with Kim had she not brought up Richard to her husband. Erica knew that Kim was adamant about not having any children of her own. Even though she and her younger sibling are straight, their xenophobic and homophobic parents left a very bitter taste in her mouth about kids. Moreover, Kim didn't realize how big Michael and Richard's family is in Hawaii until she married the latter. And Hashimoto family had to pay for Ashley's mother's family stay at the Murphy Hotel. Kim just wanted a small gathering at City Hall. In addition, Kim's sudden need for second surgery forced Erica to reopen the discussion with Michael about how to deal with the two remaining conditions. With adenomyosis, there are 2 Western medicine treatments, prescription medicine with serious side effects, or a complete hysterectomy. And uterine fibroids, surgery, MRI-guided focused ultrasound, and the above treatments. Her first surgery with endometriosis was a success. All of a sudden, it has taken the edge off of her monthly pain, and the monthly hemorrhaging has significantly decreased. However, she cannot let her guard down. Sooner or later, the fact that she has ignored the other 2 conditions will rear its ugly head. So she put all of her medical records into a 2-inch 3-ring binder, showed them exactly where it is. She told them exactly what medical procedures she will or will not consent to. Granted, she knew once she has to go to the emergency room, everything she told him will go out of the window. He will forget. As a result, she also told him that the clinic staff also knows what she wants to happen. If she's unable to tell the emergency room staff what she will and will not consent to, he nodded. And once Richard installed a PA system on all the homes at the gated community, Erica went over the orders she wants him to contact if she has a medical emergency at their new home. She also taped a printout of who he is to contact and the orders she would prefer. Most importantly, she made certain that he's not to contact her family whenever she needs medical care. Once things settled down, she would let them know what had happened. Again, he nodded. When he first met Peter, she knew that he has a life-threatening medical condition. And if he dies from a virus, then all of them will get tested. So she was extremely careful to not shake anyone's hands. The only time she deliberately put her guard down was when Michael was about to leave after the first screening of The Crying Game. She knew if she doesn't grab him, he will immediately move out of the apartment and she won't be allowed to contact him any more contact with him. Also, each time they're intimate, she makes certain to take a bath before and after. She makes certain to thoroughly brush, floss her teeth, and rinse with antiseptic mouthwash. So when the result was negative, she breathed a sigh of relief. On the other hand, she knew that's not enough. With women, whenever something bothers them, they talk it out. With men, they hold it in to the point that they have cancer, heart attack, or stroke. Her eldest uncle is already living with cancer and his doctor is carefully monitoring it. She cannot afford to be oblivious to Michael's changing physical health. He's already in his 30s, and the fact that he's physically fit does not necessarily mean that he's healthy. So she's already having him get annual blood work done to check his physical health. So far, all the results are within normal range. She needs to make certain that he stays that way. The last thing she needs from in-laws is that she didn't take care of their only son. To that end, on her birthday, Erica and Michael went to Costco to renew the membership, pay for the next round of home, auto, pet insurance, just in case she brought her updated 2009 defensive driver certificate so they would get the lower insurance rate. Michael wanted some beer at the vacation in the Northwest, so she had him choose what beer he wants to buy. She explained that she feels badly that he can't have beer because it makes her sick. However, that should not mean that he cannot partake. Not surprisingly, he was thrilled after he chose some IPAs. She included some made in Japan beer as well. At this time, she made a mental note to get some beer the next time they visit Japan. To that end, that weekend they went to a local travel agency, book a round trip ticket to Japan, Hawaii. Also, she asked him where she wants to go. He wants to go that summer. He said he always wanted to go to Milan and Paris. So they booked a round trip for those two cities as well. She also booked a week in England to follow up on her natural progesterone cream treatment. After they went home, she handwrote a letter to her uncle regarding their itinerary for that winter. That evening after dinner, he had some IPA. She enjoyed hearing him giggle whenever he got tipsy. Moreover, she asked Michael to teach her how to massage his feet. After they took turns taking a long hot bath in the downstairs of Fulo, Michael put on some soft, soothing music into the stereo system. As he taught her, she paid very close attention, asked a lot of questions. By the end of spring, she was a pro. He was grateful that she's giving him what he needs. Spending part of the day as an office manager, part-time as a certified massage therapist, takes a huge toll on his feet. He looked forward to these daily massages. Around this time, Kim discreetly pulled Erica aside. Although Ashley is an easy child to raise, both of them have some discomfort during that time of the month. Erica said that acupuncture has worked wonders for her. Also, Ashley is going through puberty without her biological mom, so some child therapy might also help as well. And they could have stepmom stepdaughter spa day with a certified massage therapist once in a while. After Kim thanked her, she booked us appointments at the Clinic Adaptive Fitness Center. At this time, Ashley started calling Kim Mommy Jr. Once things settled into a new normal, Ashley replied that she can't decide whether she wants to be a counselor or digital media specialist. Kim informed her that she can stay at her home, at their home while she's going to college. There are plenty of campuses in the Bay Area that teaches both. Ashley was in awe. Starting this summer, Richard had her take some classes at the community college in San Francisco. So she took an introductory psychology and introductory digital media class. At this time, Kim and Richard talked with Erica and Michael. Kim would take Ashley and Richard to Japan in June to meet with her estranged parents. Although they're still salty that her late husband was not Japanese, they're willing to rebuild the bridge that now that she's married to a Japanese Hawaiian. During that month, they need to board their new dog Halia. When Erica looked at Michael, he nodded. They agreed to have doggy sleepovers every weekend to make sure both dogs get along and that both dogs can handle being in a strange place without their respective owners. So that summer, Michael was planning on getting a new car. He gave her his used 1999 Toyota car on her birthday. Ashley, okay. His used car on their birthday. Since they're family, Michael only asked for $1,000. With Erica's blessing, he bought a 2010 Toyota Camry XLE blue ribbon metallic color. When he told Erica to let him know when she would like a new color with the latest rear view video technology, she nodded. When Michael advised having Ashley get a defensive driver certificate for safety reasons and to get a lower insurance rate, Richard said that he'll take care of it. Around this time, Alex and Chucky's tenant Lisa started asking about letting her daughter Olivia learn how to fish. So Lisa and Olivia started joining them during their weekly fishing trips, weather permitting. Made sense. As she's preparing to attend the university in a couple of years, they need to fill the void with a couple more people to join them. Erica could not be more thrilled, plus it'll give her a chance to get to know them better. Now, similar to Alex, Lisa is part indigenous California, part Swedish. At this time, Erica realized that there's a 5-year gap between Ashley and Olivia. Granted, they could see each other as cousins, however, the age difference meant that they're attending different schools, hence, they have different friendship groups as well. That spring, after the last frost, Devin planted several varieties of tomatoes. By late spring, early summer, they were ready for harvest. Erica was happy to include them in her daily wakame Japanese cucumber salad with homemade miso dressing using Chaki's recipe. Also at this time, Ashley asked Erica to give them some DVDs of Chaki's cooking show and companion cookbooks. After Erica gave her last season's show, she went to the front desk of the studio to get the most recent season. When they returned to work, Erica resumed working with Jamie to teach health education to local students. At this time, Kim said that she'll return joining Jamie that August. She advised Erica to start looking into doing some more research. It made sense. Going to various schools does generate some income, however, research will get a significant amount of federal research grant monies instead. So Erica said that she'll start researching where she wants to go in terms of research. At this time, the clinic decided to utilize Erica's digital media knowledge and skills. With Triasach Murphy working on the IT side, they had a lawyer work with both of them to update their website, make sure that everyone using their website clearly understands that they are to consult a healthcare professional for advice on what they need to do regarding their healthcare needs rather than use the video as a substitute. At the studio, Lucas said that he'll take part of the summer off. It all depends on when his daughter has her first baby and how long it will take for her to recover. So he advised the crew to start redirecting the questions over to Jonathan and Maria instead. Erica used half the time to get private dances and piano playing lessons, half the time working on the main duties as a digital media consultant. As is her annual tradition, she went to her 2 alma maters, set up her next round of scholarships. In May, she helped the committee choose 2 new recipients. In late March, early May, Erica and Michael filed their income taxes. Michael and his business partner are earning more money from their certified massage therapy gig. He is ahead of schedule, paying his parents back on the student loans. He would be debt-free either next year or the year after. With Erica, the same applies to borrowing money to her uncle for the sale of her father's home. By this time, the sea urchin harvest yield was low, so they focused more on fishing from a public pier and boating with Alex and Jackie. In May, Sophia graduated from her dual bachelor's degree in public health. In June, she was on board to become the next junior community health educator at the clinic. Erica announced that she would start her next research project in January 2011. Jamie took the lead in training Sophia, so Erica can focus more on the research and get it approved that fall. Kim announced that she would be Jamie's backup, so both of them will train Sophia during the fall. Mid-June, Lucas flew to Japan. His daughter had her baby a few days early on what would have been Peter's 43rd birthday. New mom and baby are doing fine, well on the road to recovery, so the Alloway family stayed in Japan until late August. The summer months were also busy for Erica and Michael. In June, they joined Alex and Chucky for Pride events. They boarded Halia while Ashley, Kim, and Richard went to Japan. In July, they did the opposite. Erica and Michael boarded Kamali with Ashley, Kim, and Richard, while they went on vacation to England, France, and Italy. Erica had Michael decide which range he wanted to go. Erica was in awe regarding what real French and Italian food tastes like. Michael tried out various wines in 10 fashion shows. She also spent a week in England. Not surprisingly, natural progesterone cream did not require any adjustments. And in August, they returned to work. So also in July, Kim returned from a trip to Japan. She also started rebuilding the bridge with her strange sister who also lives in the Bay Area. At this time, Erica surmised that this was also on Peter's bucket list. He always felt guilty that the marriage broke up her family. However, as long as he was married to her, there was no way for them to reconcile. When Erica and Michael shopped at Costco that summer, Erica made certain to let him choose which wines he wanted to try out. With Michael's blessing, they went to the local library to check out some books about Italian recipes that uses wine. Since the cooking process removes most of the alcohol, she got to enjoy the dishes as well. Once she felt more comfortable, she tried different pairings to find out which combination works best. They went to Macy's to buy a wine bar cabinet. Michael chose a spot between the kitchen and dining room to store the bottles. August 1st, One of Erica's aunts and uncles spent the month at the duplex. In addition to getting fresh air, recharging the batteries, they wanted to let her know that her younger brother and his business partner will get married the following spring. Erica looked at Michael. They both knew what their wedding gift will be: a dollar doll with a paintbrush and blank cake. In September, Alex and Chucky returned for Labor Day weekend, as is their annual tradition. They Ashley, Kim, and Richard joined them on their annual trip to Santa Cruz. After enjoying the rides, they walked up and down the Pacific Garden Mall. They concluded the trip to the Japanese restaurant. Later that month, they joined Alex and Chucky in the annual Indigenous Day events. Also, they attended the Northern California Renaissance Fair. There wasn't any particular films that year that inspired them, so they wore generic Celtic costumes. Michael helped Erica with the costume, makeup, and wig. Ashley, Kim, and Richard joined them. Soon after the 10-year anniversary of 9/11, she suddenly lost a lot of weight. At this time, the clinic decided that she'll only get blood work done that way. If she does need to go to the emergency room, she kicked the MRI done at that time. Not surprisingly, the blood work didn't find anything of significance, but she used the clinic's acupuncture to help her deal with her health scare. She also saw the clinic's nutritionist to carefully bring her weight back up. At this time, she went over Michael one more time what she wants done in case she has to go to the emergency room. She also made certain that he's not to tell her family in Japan. She'll break the news to them after the danger has passed. He nodded. At this time, she gave the clinic a heads up that she might need to go on medical leave within the next several months. At this time, Jimmy and Kim took the lead to continue to train Sophia. Erica went online to learn as much as she can about adenomyosis and uterine fibroids, get an update on what her options are, as well as the risks and benefits of each type of treatment. In October, Erica submitted her next research proposal to the local ethics committee. Not surprisingly, they accepted. She made a mental note to spend the first 2 months of the year pushing as hard as she can to get all the volunteers she needs to complete her project. Since about 40% of San Francisco's population is white, that's hundreds of thousands of people who could participate in her research. So she was confident that she could complete the first phase of her project during the first 2 months. In November, Lucas's daughter and newborn were cleared to fly, just in case. They will have a layover in Hawaii to make certain both of them have all the immunizations required by the United States before they flew into San Francisco. Then they made the permanent move to San Francisco. She will work remotely. The following year, her younger brother and sister will graduate from the university. At that time, her younger brother would take her place, working with her mother and grandfather to drum up new business contacts in Japan and connect them with small businesses in the States. So his fraternal twin sister will be his backup and help out as well. They, along with their parents and grandparents, joined the Murphy family in their annual Thanksgiving gathering. Alex, Ashley, Chucky, Erica, Kim, Michael, Richard joined. This time the ladies put the meal together. They set up the buffet tables. Meal was ready. Everybody stood in 2 lines, got what they wanted. The Murphy family eased up on their list of people to RSVP, so there were more people in attendance. Day after Thanksgiving, Erica and Michael boarded Kamali with Kim and Richard. In Japan, Erica and Michael gave her younger brother and business partner a Dalama doll as their wedding gift. Sadly, the grandma's condition took a turn for the worse, so Erica made a mental note to immediately book her next flight as soon as they returned to San Francisco. Also, at the fishing village, she visited the fishing village cat. First, she apologized to the cat for asking so many questions. However, she does need to move forward with her life outside Japan. When the cat nodded, Erica asked the cat how her younger brother's life would have been different had her father done the right thing, took her mother back to her hometown to have both of her babies. Upon touching the cat, Erica gasped and covered her mouth. Her younger brother would have ended up like her elder uncle, unable to cope living in Japan. They made in Japan Japanese parents. He would have lived with cancer, taking an extended medical leave. However, younger brother would have done whatever it took to get back to work, stay working. He would have married a straight woman, forced to father 2 children, keep his quiet. So either way, her younger brother would not have had a happy life. After she wiped her tears away, she thanked the cat meowed, and went on his way. When she went to her elder uncle's ryokan, she saw him just sitting at the front desk. She wished there was something she could do to improve the quality of his life. After a couple of weeks, her eldest aunt gave her a cloth bag, washable underwear, some tokhon. Next morning, her younger uncle escorted Erica and Michael to the domestic airport. There, they hugged each other. Then they flew to Hawaii to spend a week there. Then they returned to San Francisco. When she talked with Michael, they went to the travel agency, put together the next itinerary to Japan, Hawaii. During the second half of December, Erica prepared for a recruiting subject for her next research project. So she had a basic idea of how people felt about the health education they received in grade school. Her new research would be composed mostly of interviews with in-depth, open-ended questions. She would start by interviewing white subjects only. Depending on how things go, the following year, she would interview African American subjects in her next project. They spent Christmas Day at his parents' home, Daly City. Monday they returned to work. At that time, Erica submitted her update play to Lucas. Not surprisingly, he shook his head, so not ready for her to start her feature-length film. Erica and Michael spent a new day at Chucky's parents' home. So as with all of these chapters, questions, comments, constructive criticisms, asking for clarifications, leave them in the comments below, and I shall see you next time. Take care.